All right, this is Jake Mace, and this is Phoenix Longevity Arts White Belt Testing Level 1 Ippon techniques. And Ippon means one step. These are done with a partner. So you want to have somebody with you. You could use just yourself and do them like a shadow boxing, but it helps tremendously to have a partner who can punch and kick you during these techniques. Let's go through 1 through 10 of the white belt level Ippon techniques. So with the Ippon techniques, we want to make sure that we're treating them as realistically as possible. So you want to have your partner assume kind of like a pretty general boxing style stance, and the first couple techniques are going to be against punches. Okay, so I'm going to have my stance be kind of just ready and natural. I'm not going to be a full fighting stance because we're going to pretend it's on the street and that I'm just kind of defending myself realistically. Okay, so when we do this with a partner, we want to bow first to your partner. I'm going to have my ready stance, he's going to have his fighting stance, and he's going to try to punch straight right from my face. So he's going to come in and just go right for my face. All right? So what I'm going to do on the first technique is when he comes in to punch, I'm going to block and step to the outside and then shift my weight, twist my waist, and move my body to the right side and punch to the ribs and back. So it's going to be a punch like this, snapping really fast into the rib cage. Okay, so again, number 1 is going to be punching in, step and block, shift and hit really fast and really hard. Number 2 is the exact opposite of number 1, to the other side. When he comes into the punch, I'm going to step to the inside, block with this hand, and then snap to the solar plexus, if you can see that with the camera. I'm in this stance, I'm going to snap to the solar plexus because he has his hand ready to go. So the key is to hit him as fast as you can before he has a chance to hit you. So when he comes in for that punch, step and block, snap as fast as you can into the solar plexus. Again, comes in for the punch, hit, snap right into the solar plexus. If you can go from this angle one time over here. So last time when he comes for the punch, block this way, shift my weight, snap into the solar plexus. Very fast and very hard. That's number 2. So number 3 is going to be similar to number 1. When he comes in for that punch, I'm going to step out of the way, block with my right hand, take my other hand and palm strike to his head, then body shot to the ribs. So it's a 1, 2, 3 rolling technique. When he comes in for the punch, I'm going to block, palm strike, and hit to the ribs. So see how smooth that is? Let's do it again. Smooth as silk. When he comes in, 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, really get set, get set, get set. 1, 2, 3. And then go as fast as you can. So from in here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, kind of hit to the, go ahead, elbow, ear or temple, ribs. Okay, right to the bottom of the floating rib. One more time. When he comes in for that punch, 1, 2, 3. 3 hits in a row. That's number 3. Number 4 is the same as 3, but the opposite side. So when he comes in for that punch, I step to the inside this way. This hand blocks out. This hand hits right for the nose. I want the butt of my palm hitting the bridge of his nose. Bam! And then punching into the solar plexus. We have the nipple points right here. Between them is where we want to hit, right to that bottom of the sternum, like the xiphoid process. We want to hit that because there's no abdominal muscles there to block our power, and we can compress the sternum and knock their air out and take away their whole game plan. Again, when they come in for that punch, I go to the inside and block, palm strike to the face, hit to the solar plexus. One more time, a little faster. From here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you come around from this angle once. So from this angle when he comes in, blocking 1, palm strike 2, hitting to the solar plexus 3. One more time, a little faster. When he comes in, 1, 2, 3, shifting in. All right, that's number 4. So Ippon techniques 1 through 4 are very practical and very efficient. Outside block, inside block, head shot, body shot, head shot, body shot. They're great to do just for like warm-up routines. They're great combinations to throw in sparring if you can do them fast and fluid without thinking about it too much. So when you begin, it should be crisp and clean. When you're getting better and better, it should be more fluid and faster, kind of like you can use these techniques against a Wing Chun dummy or a wooden man. Okay. So the 5th technique and the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th technique showcase a few of the beginner animal style techniques. And we're going to do the 5th one right now. When he comes in for his punch, again, I have my ready position. My legs are more or less set. Whatever the rooting and the power and the ready position means to you, I would do that. From here, what I want to do when he comes in, I want to trap his hand down like this and try to hook it. Okay, a lot of the haters out there say that you can't hook punches, and that's a bunch of bullshit. You totally can. You can hook punches all the time because A real fight is not as clean as this, but this is training. The real fight is different. And when he comes in for a real punch, and he might be hitting me and getting me into all these kind of techniques, I can try to hook right here and boom, hit really quickly and then sweep. And that's our technique. Okay, watch it slower. When he comes in for the punch, I hook, hit to the face, grab on the shoulder, sweep his leg out, and try to drop him down on the concrete. Okay? Again, one more time. When he comes in for that attack, hook it with that, it's called a Mantis beak. We hook it down, boom, like this. And we trap our wrist with our fingers out, snapping it. This hand moves in and hits to the head, pops the shoulder, takes out his foot, and pulls him back on the ground. Okay? So again, when I practice these techniques for myself, I practice them clean like this, hook, hit, sweep, but then I also practice them more realistic where my opponent's coming in, maybe I don't block everything, he gets some shots in, and all of a sudden when he gets all of a sudden I trap it. So it's during the skirmish, during the clinch, during whatever you call it, during this sloppiness coming in this way that we can capture and take somebody out with our nice Mantis move. Okay, just to be clear, one more time, number 5 is going to be step, hook, hit to the face, capture the shoulder, take out his leg with a sweep, and as always, help him up. Okay? And that's number 5. So technique number 6 is going to be off of a right cross into the head. And when he comes in for that cross, I can try to cover, but maybe he might get in that space in the middle. Okay, so what I want to try to do is cover and turn a little bit away and use my forearms to block. And I have my hands in tiger claw. So when he comes in for that technique, block this way, rip here, and hit to the face. Very simple. Again, from this position, blocking in, ripping to the face, striking to the face. Okay, again, my tiger claws are in, block as I turn my body. Then my claw rips to the face, and then my palm breaks his nose. So if it's more realistic and we're in kind of tight, I want to be blocking, coming in, hit, really quick, really efficient. But if it's more clean and for the learning process, block, rip, strike. And that's number 6, using the tiger. So the next attack is when your opponent kicks at you, and our crane system is known for its kicking abilities, especially the double snap kick. Okay, so this technique is going to be showcasing the double snap kick, okay? But I want you to do it like this. When your partner comes in to kick you in the sternum or in the chin, okay, like we saw a lot recently, these front snap kicks became pretty famous in UFC. When your opponent comes in to kick you, we're going to sidestep and move our head out of the way, immediately take my leg that's in the front and kick right to his groin. So I just take the groin out with one shot. Then I jump kick to his chin. He's going to cover up his chin with his hands. I'm going to actually make contact, boom, to the hands and give him some feedback. I don't like it when students kick to the air all the time, especially in Ippons. It's too fake. Okay, so when they kick and they leave 6 inches or a foot away from the target, or they kick to the side, it's not training you for actually making contact. So putting the hands right here, this way you get to hit something. It's very important to do. Again, for number 7, when he comes in to kick, move my body out of the way. Immediately, my front leg kicks him in the groin, and then jump kick to the hands and get as close to the chin as you can. So one more time, let's turn a little bit so you guys can see this angle. When he comes in for the kick, move out of the way, front kick to the groin, jump kick to the hands. One more time, when he comes in, move out of the way, kick to the groin, boom, jump kick to the hands. One more time, when he comes in, bang, 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 double kick. Okay, that's number 7. The next 2 techniques go back to Tiger and then Mantis. So the first one is Tiger, and it's number 8 in our Epon number 1, level 1 series. When he goes in for that left cross, I'm going to hook my hand out where that before on number, I think it was number 6, we blocked in with the forearm. Now we're blocking out with the back of the wrist. So this hooking action makes the wrist very powerful, especially when you do not have gloves on. There's a lot of versatility you can use in the hands. So I'm going to cover myself up. When he comes in for that punch, I hook out this way, immediately turn my hand around like this, and take the butt of my palm right against his face, his jawbone, or his temple, or his nose. And don't even look back. When he comes in for the punch here, hit and just walk away. Okay? Good guys, never look back. When he comes in for the punch, hook, this hand comes across the face, and we turn out of the way. We can even try to throw a little sweep and take him out with that leg if we want to be really tricky. But that's not part of the technique. So again, from here, hooking out, coming right across the face and turn my whole body. It's kind of like a right cross, but instead of with the fist, it's with the palm, and the fingers are back like Tiger. Let's go from this angle. One more time. From here, when he comes in for that left cross, hook out, come right across the face. That's number 8. Number 9, using Mantis, they're gonna come in for that right cross, and we're gonna do what we did earlier with the tiger claw. We're gonna block inside, but this time my wrist is hooked down with that Mantis beak. So again, when he comes in, turn my body in, immediately I'm gonna hit with the back of the wrist to the temple or to the jaw. Okay, so it's just a 2-move efficient series. When he comes in, 1, 2, I'm gonna come in 1 step behind, get shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, push against his shoulder and neck, if the camera can see over here, while I back sweep him down to the ground and set him down. Again, let's try it again. When he comes in for that right cross, hook or deflect or stop and then hit with the back of the wrist. And then we shuffle, step in, come across, back sweep, and take him down to the floor, but keep your stance nice and solid. Let's change angle over here one time. Again, when he comes in for that right cross, stop it with the body turn, back of the wrist strikes to the temple or jaw, come across the neck and shuffle step quickly in, and then back sweep and take him down to the floor. One more time, a little faster. When he comes in for that hit, 1, 2, come across, take him back, and set him down. And then there's no need to follow him to the ground because we're not in the cage, we're on the street. Once he's on the ground, we get away and we live to fight another day. That's number 9. Number 10 is a basic technique from Monkey. So in the first 10 Ippons for white belt, you're learning some general self-defense moves. You're learning a couple tiger, a couple Mantis, and 1 from Monkey. Okay? So when he has his hands up and he comes in for that punch, we're going to be hooking like this with a relaxed hand position using our forearm as the weapon. So the ulna is cutting into his radius. So we're inside here, we're gonna cut down immediately. Once I cut, spin side kick right to the sternum. Okay, it's kind of playful, it's kind of light, and kind of effortless. That's what you wanna feel like. So again, we're playful and light, turning in this way. Don't even turn back, duck your head, spinning side kick right for the solar plexus. Don't aim for the stomach because a lot of guys have trained harder than you how to stop kicks with their stomach. You need to hit him in the sternum or the groin, one or the other. Inside here, hooking in, spin, boom, side kick to the body. And accuracy is more important than power, but you want to have both. One more time. From here, hook, spin, whoo, side kick to the sternum. One more time. When he comes in, hook, boom, side kick to the sternum. And those are our 10 white belt level Ippon techniques. Practice these and tune in for our next video to complete your training. So go to our channel, type in white belt, and all the appropriate videos should pop up for you, and get training now. Don't forget that until next time, there's no substitute for hard, rigorous, and consistent training.